It's been a while since we chatted from my kitchen, and I just want to come here and share more thoughts about that last story that I just shared. So, it was a story about how activism isn't just about, I can't remember what it was, action or something like that, but it's also that we need to have a commitment to understanding. And one of the things that I noticed a lot when I was really actively working with couples in my previous therapy practice, and even now that I'm supporting them with marriage coaching and mentorship, I'm noticing that the biggest area where we struggle, both when it comes to speaking out in our activism and personally at home, is we all seek so deeply to be understood, to be seen, to be heard, to understood, to have our pain validated. And when we don't, that is when we get into the struggles. That is when we get into the push pull. That is when we get into the screaming louder than the other person. And then it's hard to tell who the crazy person is. And so one of the things is like, we all want so deeply to be seen, heard, and understood. That means that each of our own individual pain needs to be seen and witnessed and honored and acknowledged. And that's really freaking hard to do on an internet platform. That's really hard to do when you're just sitting behind a screen and just typing away. That's really hard to do. It is a skill that must be cultivated. And you cultivate this skill by learning how to pause, by learning how to take a deep breath, by learning how to say, ooh, I'm feeling some kind of way. And that requires you to develop a relationship with your body, to develop a relationship with what messages and signals is your body giving you? What is your body telling you? But we live in a society that is so go, 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 that we don't actually have enough time to pause and slow down and touch base with and tune into what is happening in our bodies. And that is by design. That is by design because the systems in power do not want you to slow down enough to notice what is happening in your body somatically, because they want to keep you in an activated state so that you keep fighting each other instead of coming together and collectively together fighting the actual thing, the actual oppressor, and tearing down the system. So that is why it's so important for us to take the time to cultivate practices around what is happening in my body right now. What am I noticing? Ooh, I'm feeling really activated. Okay, what was it about what was said here that got me like, zing! Super just like flipping my lid, which we'll talk more about another time. What was it that led to that? So that you can then slow down enough to calm yourself down and bring yourself down to say, okay, what is this person actually saying? And I see this again in marriages, in partnerships, in friendships, in families, where you're not really listening to what the other person is experiencing because you're so busy trying to defend yourself against any potential threat that you think is coming your way by whatever they say or don't say. And so the way we get through this is by learning how to calm the fuck down and also start to listen for, okay, what is actually being said here? How can I stay connected with my heart and the heart of the human right in front of me? How can I see that we actually have the same goals, that we actually have the same desires, that we actually have the same vision for the world? How do we slow down enough to center that rather than getting in these combative battles with each other? And now these are the very skill sets that we are going to be working together to help you develop and accomplish, both in my in-person event in San Jose on December 30th. It's the Goodbye 2023 half-day healing retreat, and also in our longer group coaching and mentorship container, Visionary. Visionary is a 4-month group coaching, healing, and mentorship container for love-led leaders who want to create our new world and want to do it in a different way, want to do it in a way that truly centers our hearts, our love, care, connection, and belonging with one another. And so these are the skills that we're going to do. And I'm going to give you a little disclaimer here. Not fun, not something you're going to want to hear, but the way that we learn how to cultivate like that awareness is first by knowing and understanding what is it that triggers those reactions in me. And only when I know what triggers those reactions in me can I then slow down enough to bring my presence into the conversation, into the communication with the person that I'm having right here in front of me. Which is why Visionary is built out as a longer program. And so if any of these excite you as you are doing your love-led leadership, as you are doing your love-led activism and work in the world, then send me a DM and let's talk, whether it's for the in-person event, December 30th here in San Jose, that half-day healing retreat, or the longer group container, because like the one on December 30th is like a little taste of what the longer container is going to be like. And I get it, not everyone's here local, but if you are local to the San Francisco Bay Area, then I highly encourage you to come and join me, because in that in-person event, we are literally going to be doing the practices. We're going to be engaging in the practices. You will be receiving the healing and the nourishing that supports you and your nervous system and being able to calm the down and go out there and do this work and be that instrument of change, be that instrument of love, be that instrument of understanding that you so wish to see in the world. So again, in-person event December 30th. And if you're not in the San Jose area or the San Francisco Bay Area, no big deal. Let's also talk about the longer group container. We start in February. When you sign up before January 15th, then you also get a bonus call in January, because we're going to kick off the year right. And we're going to really clear all this yuckiness of the last 3 years so that you can be really clear and aligned and a channel for the divine, so that you can go forth and do all of your amazing, powerful, love-led, revolutionary change-making work. That's what we're doing. So send me that DM and let's talk about which one's right for you.